Hi everyone, this is Callie for Simon Says Stamp. Today's card is so much fun because it uses products from the June 2025 Simon Says Stamp card kit. It's called Captured Joy, and the stamp and die set was designed by Kathy Zilski, and it's appropriately named Modern Scrapbook. There are two sizes of little Polaroid images with great sentiments, and the little washi images are just so cute. Then we also have some fun rub-ons. This was my first time using rub-ons, and I'll tell you, I am a huge fan, so we'll get to see how that works later on if you haven't seen it before. And there's also this beautiful patterned paper from Simple Stories in their Vintage Flower Shop line that also coordinates with the rub-ons that I used earlier. Also included in this kit is an embellishment mix, an Audrey blue envelope, as well as this dot spiral embossing folder, some acetate, and other cardstock. So there's a lot here to help you create a scrapbook page on a card. So that's essentially what my card is today. It's a little personalized scrapbook page on an A2 size canvas, which is so much fun. Because it's in card form, you can create personalized cards to give to any recipient, whether it be friends or loved ones, and it's going to create a special memory with whatever photo you put inside this Polaroid, or it could be a stamped and colored image of cute critters or flowers. Alright, so to make my project today, I stamped the Polaroid frame on some patterned paper that was super neutral. I wanted everything else to be colorful, so the frame was going to be a little bit more neutral. And I'm also stamping some flowers from the stamp set so that I can accent the frame and decorate my card with later. These simple flowers are super easy to stamp, and I'm just going to stamp some of the centers here with a small acrylic block using some yellow ink. Then I'll stamp several of these simple leaves in green. And then to finish off, I'm going to stamp two of the washi tape images so that I can adhere them to the top and bottoms of my frames as if they were being held onto the card using some washi strips. The details on this stamp set are just so much fun, and I really love that you also get the dies with this card kit. Now the inner die for the Polaroid opening is a little bit tricky to line up, but in my experience with the 3 cards that I've made, I can say that if you line it up evenly with the sides and the top, it'll cut out just perfect. So I have a photo of my husband and I here from, 11 years ago, because my third son was 1 year old when we took these family photos, and he's 12 now. So I just love this photo of us. It's one of my favorites of all time, and I decided it would be really fun to put this on a card. So I used my little portable instant photo printer. It's a Polaroid zip. I couldn't tell from looking online if Polaroid zips are available anymore, but there are lots of other instant photo printers that are available if you're interested in one. So a lot of these instant photo printers print on 2x3 zinc paper. The zinc stands for zero ink, so it's super convenient. I've trimmed down my photo to fit behind this Polaroid frame, but I forgot to add a little sentiment below, so I'm going to put it back in my MISTI and stamp a sentiment. It says, "So glad you're my person." I always get a little giggle out of any sentiment that has person in it because that's my last name, so I just thought that would be fun for my husband as well. So moving on to other elements of my card, we're going to be playing with this patterned paper, and I'm going to use that unused panel from another project on the left there for the background of my card. I'm going to trim down this card panel so that I have a 3 3/4 by 5 inch panel, and that's going to fit right under a piece of acetate that's the same size. And the reason why I'm using the acetate is because I want to do rub-ons over the acetate. That way I can layer all the different beautiful fonts and images in the background without worrying about things overlapping and not being seamless. So if you've never used rub-ons before, it is so much fun. It's like a sticker that you transfer, but without adhesive. So I am lining it up where I want it, and then just using the little popsicle stick that's provided in the rub-on set and just rubbing it onto the acetate. Now, of course, you can rub on to cardstock, regular cardstock, patterned paper, anything, but I wanted to show it on acetate because I thought it would just create this whole other extra layer of fun. I love how it transfers so easily, and everything about this color palette makes me so happy. You can also cut out the parts that you want to transfer so that you don't accidentally transfer other images onto your project. But I like to keep my transfer sheet whole instead of in a bunch of little loose pieces, so that's why I am choosing to transfer it the way I am. Now, I fussy cut some Polaroid images from the patterned paper, so I'm going to add that element to my card now so that I can have more interesting pieces in the background. And this is another reason why I chose to transfer those rub-on words onto acetate, was because I knew that I was going to have multiple layers on my background panel. So doing the rub-on sentiments over the acetate allowed me to layer images and sentiments on top of each other. I'm really just winging it now with putting all of the elements together. So I went ahead and glued those little washi tape images that I stamped on top of and below my personal Polaroid photo. And then I'm deciding here whether or not I should add some more flowers to my acetate panel. So I'm adding this large daisy towards the center, and that's just going to peek out from underneath my Polaroid photo on the left there. So once I'm happy with that, I'm going to peel away this zinc photo paper backing because it does have adhesive on it, which is another great thing about the zinc paper. They were made for these instant photo printers for scrapbookers or people who like to journal as they're traveling and vacationing. Okay, so once my Polaroid is adhered down, I'm going to add some decorations around this Polaroid using the flowers and leaves that I stamped earlier on in the process. And to make it easier while I'm crafting and decorating this panel, I'm just going to go ahead and remove that bottom background panel and get it out of the way so I can easily see what I'm doing with this acetate layer. So after adding all of my flowers and leaves, I'm going to layer it back on top of that background panel to see how I like it, and I decide that's probably good. I'm going to go ahead and adhere this acetate layer down. So to do that, I'm going to use some double-sided adhesive behind the more solid images or just the Polaroid. That's going to be plenty of adhesive to hold down the acetate layer to the background layer. So now I'm just rifling through the remaining pieces of patterned paper to see what I want to use to mat my scrapbook page with. And I decided to go ahead and use the same patterned paper that I used on my Polaroid frame. That way it coordinates and everything isn't too colorful or distracting if it isn't already. So now I just need to finish with a sentiment. So I've chosen a sentiment to stamp, and it says, "Love your story." Again, there are coordinating dies with this card kit, which makes everything so nice and convenient. So I'll die cut that, and I'm going to use some 3D foam strips that are also a part of this card kit to adhere this to that acetate panel towards the bottom left-hand corner. Then I'm going to turn this whole thing over and add some liquid adhesive to the back so that I can adhere this to an A2 size top folding card base. And here I just wanted to show you how fun it is that that acetate piece kind of just floats on top of that background. Now I couldn't finish my card without adding some of those beautiful Joyful Moments embellishment mix from this card kit. These colors are my favorite, totally my jam. Pastels are just the best. So I'm adding a few where I want them and just adhering them down over that acetate layer with some liquid adhesive. So I've got my personalized card here, and I hope you've enjoyed this project. I want to show you the other two projects that I made using this card kit as well. They also have personal photos and a little personal touch to them, but they're so special and they were so fun for me. I hadn't scrapbooked since my first son was a baby, and he's about to graduate next week, so he's 18. So this one here was one that I made for the social media reel. I did that big camera rub-on onto the patterned paper and used my daughter's picture and turned it into a shaker card. And this third card was the one that I made for the release of the card kit. So I did some rub-ons on this one as well, used patterned paper for the background, stamped some flowers and washi tape, and did the sentiment with a purple instead. So there are 3 projects using products from the June 2025 Simon Says Stamp card kit. If you're interested in any of the products that I use, be sure to check out the links below. Everything will be linked for your convenience. Thanks so much for stopping by, and have a wonderful day. Bye, everyone.
Hi there, I'm Heidi, Simon's mama and founder at simonsaysstamp.com. Thank you so much for watching our video. If you like what you just saw, be sure to press the thumbs up and subscribe to see more great content.